Hello and welcome to the Free Car Cup Round 5. I'm your broadcaster, Kebab, and we'll be at Lime Rock Park today with the DW12. So today's race will be a short circuit with around a 46-47 second lap with the IndyCar. The IndyCar is a very quick car, so it does make circuits seem a lot shorter than they actually are. We've got two chicanes, one halfway around the circuit and one near the end of the circuit, both of them providing a bit of a challenge in the IndyCar. An interesting car to try and get stopped, especially when it accelerates so quickly, and it's built really to go on an oval. Or this version was very much an oval car. Nowadays they actually have more circuits, like proper circuit racing, real racing, on their calendar. I'm not an IndyCar aficionado, so if I do get anything wrong, do let me know. So today,
Just a reminder, everyone, in 2 minutes we'll be doing the pit limiter race. Please line up on the start-finish line.
just to yep. So this is a replay of the race. So I think all of this has happened already. You aren't watching.
Well, I would recommend if you're planning on doing a serious lap, get it in now.
So just to let you know, we did during practice, which we're currently watching. Well, not watching, but we're currently hovering over.
Pit limiter race is just that. You race at the pit limiter, correct?
We did a pit limiter race. One of the most entertaining things I've ever seen.
You would be correct. Thanks. I need stuff explained to me.
Whilst we wait for that, we'll just do a quick run around of what's going on the track. We'll skip the practice
do this every
once we've
week
done
in the practice sessions.
We will skip.
Yeah, we'd just like to remind everyone this is a completely normal session for Free Car Cup. They're all like this.
Yes, clearly. The Free Car Cup, yes, is an interesting affair.
Good deal,
in practice.
sounds
fun. He is not.
So, yeah. It's a nice livery on the Williams there of Josh Levy. Brad Hutchinson in the classic luminous Fanatec car. We've got Nate Jordan in the Verizon. I'm pretty sure there's quite a few Verizon cars. It was an interesting choice. We got Judith in the Naked Clown livery. We've got we've got a yellow one.
Right,
Jordan.
everyone get to the start line.
Okay, so
let's have some fun.
Okay, so the drivers are heading to the start line, and we're just going to quickly pause whilst we
just
set
a
up
reminder,
the camera.
Track cutting is encouraged during the pit stop race, the pit limiter race. Track cutting is encouraged.
You heard the man. So, let's get ourselves on board with the drivers as we get to... Okay, so... As the drivers start to line up, ready for the pit limiter race.
If you're going full speed on the main straight, you're going to have some issues.
There's me and my Taco Bell livery. So, what was I going to do?
Has everyone got their pit limiters on? Just checking, has everyone engaged their pit limiters?
I'm still getting my way around the track, sorry.
Okay.
We're holding it.
Okay, we all here?
How many left?
So just a one lap.
Final call.
John Honecker
Final call.
in the blue and white. We've got Brad,
How many
Nate,
laps you
Ryan,
doing?
bit of punting.
Right, guys.
Ash on the
3,
right.
2, 1, go. Excitement.
John Honecker crashed off. Oh, that's alright. Luke Saunders at the back behind Matthew Green. This is a very serious race, I promise you. Oh my god. I'm trying to catch up with them. Bit of chaos here. This is a serious race. This definitely is normal. To apologise for the camera work. It genuinely looks like yeah. It's quite hard when there's not actually a race going on to pick the right people. So look, Luke Saunders here following the pack, all trying to take that tight line on the right hand side. Brad Hutchinson in second place, Ash Dainty in first, Ryan Rhodes in third place. Not sure who's going for that overtake on Ryan Rhodes, side by side along the back stretch. Oh, touch! They're gonna touch. Rodrigueski practicing the racetrack, whereas everybody else is being a bit interesting. Luke Saunders getting the overtake, keeping the position. Let's have a look back a little bit. Rico Schmidt is the driver in orange, just getting past. Don't think he's going to be able to get by as they come to the final corner. Onto the grass they go, as tight to that wall as you can go. Jordan Hoyle at the back here. Jason Hyde trying to keep up. Judith. All of the drivers going around this final corner. Who's going to win it? Radhajan carries on. Is he going to get the win as he comes down towards the line? The fastest race on earth. And Brad Hutchison is the winner of the pit limiter race. So there we go, that is our pit limiter race. Yeah. We actually did
Remember,
that.
this is every Wednesday.
We just quickly zoom back and have a look at how that race went. We'll look at the start again. Just
Excitement.
because they come into turn one again, we'll just quick with a better camera angle this time. Coming into turn one. Somebody on the inside there trying to get a better. Three wide. Those three. Oh, a little bit of a touch there. Somebody using the pit limiter then, turning it off in orange. Oh, bit of a crash there. Oh, through the car, yep. Sky camera. We have a sky camera apparently. We have our drone camera. We have a hill camera as they all come up really slowly. It is like, I don't know, it's like ants. It's terrifying. This is meant to be the last turn, but clearly, they're off camera. You can hear them. You just can't see them. As they all come into shot from the start. Anyway, folks, that was Free Car Cup Round 5. I am joking, we do a proper race, don't worry about it. And now we'll quick skip forward, and we'll be back right with you in a few moments after the break. Welcome back to the Free Car Cup. So, just skipped us forward just after qualifying, ready for the race. Quick roundup of qualifying. James Andrew putting it on pole with a 45.4. A new driver to the series, as we did a big push to try and get a few more drivers. You know, I think we got 28 drivers signed into the session, I think, which is a record for us. Last week we had 13. Our record previously was about 17. And this week seeing 28 drivers. You know, that is a record. And I can just say, as you know, the person who runs the league, it feels amazing to think we could get 28 people to do this stupid combo. You know, if 45-second lap with chicanes in an IndyCar is going to be chaos, with 28 cars as well. We didn't expect 28 cars, but we got 28 cars. Second place, Craig Cameron. Normal, he's winning the championship by about 20 points, I'm pretty sure, or 10 points. 10 points, yeah, 10 points, which is a whole win. So second place would have to win a race and Craig not get any points for him to draw on points. Craig has more wins, I'm pretty sure, so he wouldn't even put Roderick into the lead of the championship. Rico Schmidt in third place, new driver. Jonathan Harvey, regular, in fourth place. Vincent Sprengler, P5. Ash Dainty, P6. Ron Eskew, P7. Brad Hutchinson, P8. John Honecker, P9, another debut. Raphael, P10. David Tovar, P11. P12. Luke Saunders. Simon Chester, P13. Matthew Green, P14. Ryan Rhodes, P15, Nate Jordan, P16, Jordan Hoyle, P17, P18, Hans Bauer, and as we'll skip on, we've got a few more quickly. We've got Roman Klomp, P20, Chi Kuba, P21, Ismail didn't qualify, Josh didn't qualify, Matt didn't qualify, Bjorn didn't qualify, Noah Davis didn't qualify, Jason Hayes didn't qualify, and Judith Cooper didn't set a lap. So onto the race. We have the drivers lined up, ready and raring to go. It's the wrong. We want our race overlay, and obviously, we all want to see what it's like to start an IndyCar race around Lime Rock Chicanes. So away we go with the 5th round of the Free Car Cup. As they all start revving their engines, and away we go with the Free Car Cup. James Andrew into the lead, keeping away. Ryan Rhodes dropping down the order. Brad Hutchison down the order. on board with Matthew Green as we come into the first chicane. Oh, Lockerman touches the rear end, and there's a bit of a... Oh my god, it's chaos. It's chaos. Happy Ryan Rhodes there in a bit of an incident there. It was a bit of a, you know, the backtrack. Let's do a quick zoom back replay and just see what happened there. Chikuba getting punted by Matthew Green and then coming in the way of all these drivers, getting flipped over nearly twice and then just blocking the road and causing some incidents. With James Angelo setting the purple lap times, and he's up with already a 5/10 gap over the latest driver. Vincent Sprengler with the fastest lap on the first lap in P3. Vincent Sprengler up 2 places during that, with Matze up 10 places. Hopefully he can keep a little bit cleaner now, Ash Dainty, with a bit of a trigger warning there for his driving. Hopefully that's not going to mean he's going to crash into a load of people. Our leaders, P3, looking for a move on Craig Cameron, Vincent Sprengler in that Renault liveried IndyCar. Going up for the inside. Can he get a move done here? Braking late. Craig Cameron being brave there on the brakes as well. Going side by side round the corner. And Vincent getting the move done. Brilliant move. John Hoyle also going off the track there. And David Tovar losing positions. Not sure what's going on here. A battle between Raphael and David Tovar. Leaving Raphael down, David Tovar down in the dirt. We've got Schmidt off the track. Oh my god, Schmidt is dead. Schmidt is on his roof and dead. Oh my god. We've got Josh Levy battling behind Nate, trying to push him with a position. And oh, he takes the position when Nate tries to go over the bumps. Josh Levy up a position there. Simon Chester and John Honecker, Simon Chester and Raphael. Battling with Raphael going through on Simon Chester. Sorry, it's a bit chaos trying to keep up here. Simon Chester trying to keep touch with that stripy livery. Oh my god, there's death. I think that's John Honecker has been killed. Quick look at what happened to John. Just a quick zoom back. That's what we can do. So John Honecker just minding his own business. Judith. Oh my gosh, Judith has killed John. That would have been a death in real life. That was chaos. David Tovar now in front of the dead Judith car. A lot of... Oh my god, Judith has died in the background. Oh my god. Ryan Rhodes and Brad Hutchison, 13th and 14th after their early lap incident. A lot of drivers in the pits. We do have 10 fast repairs here, so 10 fast repairs means you can get back out there and hopefully catch the lead. Luke Saunders overtaking Jordan Hoyle there. Good overtake there. Ash Dainty pressing Roderick Eskew now. Looking for an overtake. Ryan Rhodes practicing how to crash over there on the grass. A lot of position changes here at the moment. We've already over half the grid on a lap down. With Judith Cooper and John Honecker in the pits. I assume both are towing. Ash Dainty looking for the move with 2 cars off the track there. Jonathan Harvey losing a position there into 19th place. Ash Dainty pressing Dragowski. Another overtake just happened there. On the, if you see Matthew Green in the pit lane, I assume he killed somebody. Oh, that's getting tight between these leaders. Looking to try and get an overtake. Get a quick cockpit cam for Ash Dainty as he comes down into turn 1, as you see Matthew Green exit the pits. It's all about getting quite wide but not scrubbing that speed off. Ash Dainty right up on Roderick's rear. Through the chicane up towards the hill. Ash Dainty trying to get a move on here. Right at the rear of Roderick Eskew. As he tries to go through, Roderick taking the grass, and Spengler going through on Ash Dainty, where he makes that mistake and nearly spins. But Roderick will have a slowdown, so Spengler will have the advantage going into this corner with an out. Oh, and he goes up. He does get underneath as the exiting pit car does leave them room. Jonathan Harvey following Rico Schmidt there with only 3/10 behind. As he will get the draft here. We are using a high downforce setup, so the draft being very crazily overpowered going into turn 1. So getting a move done in turn 1 is the way to go. Jonathan Harvey, though, early on the brakes there, a bit scared. She was just come out the pits after his incident, probably building up speed, hoping to get further forward. Ash Dainty, though, through on Roderick Eskew now, with Roderick Eskew having that draft. As you can see, Roderick Eskew closing, Ash holding that inside line to protect off from the pass. I apologise for my awful commentating, it is terrible. Quick heads up. Let's have a quick look. So 11th place is over a minute down now, with that being about around a lap. That's a minute down from Roderick Eskew. Roderick Eskew, though, losing time now as a car goes wide, letting the leaders through here, hopefully not rejoining in a dangerous pattern. And get the track back up quickly, just so that you can see the chaos that is being unleashed. A lot of drivers in the pits currently. Cooper, Klomp, Montero, Jordan Hoyle letting Matthew Green through, and Jonathan Harvey through on Schmidt. Jonathan Harvey starting to get up to speed now. With back markers in front, we will see him get this pass on this back marker. Jonathan Levy, I think it is. Actually, not a back marker. Sorry. So I'm getting that done quite early as the another Verizon car exiting from the pit. I assume that's just a normal. That's what happens. James Andrew, our previous leader, is hopping back to the pits, looking like he's been taken out quite easily, the fastest driver, with a Brad Hutchinson spinning around in front of him. Not the best way to go, dying from a back marker. Vincent Spengler now our leader for the race, coming up to the 11th lap with 8 minutes gone out of 30. Later in the season, we will be using the Indy cars again. This was a random round where I used a generator. Oh my god, Vincent has been killed. Unfortunate, but he looks to have... Does he have damage is the question. Because he didn't land too badly. And he goes into the pits. So our new leader, Ash Dainty, followed by Roderick Eskew, who must have gone off with an 8-second lead, with Jordan Hoyle exiting the pits. P1 on the side of that car. Good to see. A lot of gaps now opening up across the field, with Simon Chester now into P3 with Ryan Rhodes in 14th position, just taking a position there with Luke Saunders in the pits. Craig Cameron starting to catch though some of those drivers after his early incident. Brad Hutchison into 11th position as well. Matthew Green get an overtake on a back marker there. That shiny Taco Bell livery. I don't know what that is. Assume that's a home make. We got Andrew being chased by Craig Cameron, our two fastest drivers today. As there's chaos in the chicane with Brad Hutchison and another Verizon car, which allows Craig Cameron to go through on Andrew, James Andrew. So Craig Cameron into 6th place. We'll get up our battle box just to show what the drivers are dealing with. You'll be able to see who the back markers are for the different drivers and who are being passed by back markers. As I said before, James Andrew, a brand new driver to the series, probably hasn't dealt with a situation like this. This is a normal occurrence in the Free Car Cup. We do love to have a crazy race. This one being a bit more crazy than normal. We didn't expect 28 drivers to turn up overnight. I literally advertised the morning before. Simon Chester into the pits. His car looking absolutely awful. So he's been taken out of the race. Craig Cameron into 4th position with that move. Well, that takeout. With James Andrew now into 5th position. Those two both having incidents and now into the top 5. Schmidt looking for a move on Jonathan Harvey. Jonathan Harvey let him through, but Schmidt going onto the grass. Jonathan Harvey, though, still in contention here. Still able to hopefully keep up, especially when he'll have the draft with Schmidt going wide, and that means Jonathan Harvey is through to take the position. We didn't see that. Sorry about that. It's a bit hard when you haven't done this track before when commentating and doing all the buttons. Jonathan Harvey, our 9th place with a 1 second lead. Vincent Sprenger now ahead of Craig Cameron, but only by 0.4 of a second with back markers, and he spins. Craig Cameron going through into 3rd position. Vincent Spengler with recovering from that, but being now he's going to have to try and catch. We've got Kuba slowly catching Matt Z for position 21.
Could I get my black flag cleared?
Judith having a black flag.
Thank you.
Matt Z locking up, and that causes a punterino by Luke Saunders. I think that car is dead. Chikuba dropping out. As we head to the lead, where there is a bit of a change with Craig Cameron now into 2nd position. Jonathan Levy in 1st position with James Andrew in... Oh my gosh. Jonathan Levy spins, letting Craig Cameron and James Andrew through. Jonathan Levy gets going again in 4th position with Roderick Eskew also going through. So a triple position change there for the drivers. It's quite hard to keep up with this. Lots of things going on track. Quick look at what Ryan Rose is doing. Ah, yes, he's spending his time on the grass. Might say just coming off track there. Not sure what happened there. Brad Hutchison on the way around the outside. Good move, passing the back marker. Second now between James Andrew and Craig Cameron. Craig Cameron starting to pull a little bit of a gap, with James Andrew setting a time 0.2 of a second slower than Craig. Craig the Machine Cameron, you know, every season he seems, well, not every season, every race he seems to dominate. Matt Z crashing just there. Luke Saunders just left the pit lane. I'm pretty sure I saw him in the pit lane the whole race when I was racing. Jonathan Harvey following Matthew Green through the chicane. I think Matthew Green will let him through. We have a interesting relationship where me and John always seem to end up near each other. Yeah, Matthew Green letting John through. Lifty on the straight a little bit, and John going flying by to chase down Ash Dainty. He's only 7/10 of a second behind Ash Dainty there. John usually rocks a donut livery, a Dunkin' Donuts livery, but instead he's only got the colour scheme today because nobody knew the race until an hour before. Oh, I apologise. It's all part of the fun, you see. Oh my gosh. So, Jonathan Harvey there being overtaken by Judith. I'm not sure where she came from. I think she came out of the depths of hell, to be honest with you. Jonathan Harvey up the inside of her though, being a lot quicker through that corner as he follows behind. I think will that be Nate? Yep, Nate Jordan. Vash Dainty in front. Losing a bit of time here though with the back markers in front, and it looks to be around roads on the chicane as usual. I think we should just name it chicane at this point. If anyone knows. Oh my god. Death has ensued. A nuclear missile has killed. Well, a homing missile has killed Jonathan Harvey. A quick look. Let's have a quick replay back to what happened there. Oh my gosh. I apologise. I did not mean to rewind. On board with Judith Cooper, who skips the chicane again for some reason. Not sure why that's going on. Judith Cooper spins and kills Jonathan Harvey. Jonathan Harvey is in a hospital bed, I assume, after that incident. That was awful. Dejan Vestrova going for an overtake on Josh Levy into turn 1 as they come in. Will old Josh Levy outbraking Tovar and keeping the position over Tovar. Williams livery in front of Tovar. Will Tovar look for a move on the next lap? It is the best position to make a move into that turn 1. Following through on the chicane, hoping someone makes a mistake here. Tovar following the gap, opening up a little bit here as they come down the straight. Tovar going deep, losing 0.3 of a second. Brad Hutchison in the middle of the track as usual. They're allowing Tovar to go through on Jonathan. Is it Josh Levy. Josh Levy there, losing out due to an incident. Yellow flags. That man's arm is absolutely ripped right now.
Let's all just try and do the track complete, yeah? Thanks, guys.
Because, yes, he was holding that flag, flapping it around for the whole race, so I genuinely think he has the biggest biceps in the world. Josh Levy following behind, trying to keep up with Tovar. Tovar up to 5th position. He is known to get up to high positions, but in previous rounds we have seen him absolutely bin it. Rafael Montero looking for a move on Rico Schmidt for P11, with 0.3 between them. As they come into the chicane with the back marker in front, the back marker spinning. A little bit of a clip there on Rafael. Rafael, though, getting a bit of speed here. Not sure how he got a bit of speed there. Closing up on Schmidt and coming out. Is that Rafael getting a better exit as they try and go side by side? But Rafael does take and he does a punt. He took too much speed there, and he had such a better run that he just killed himself. Tovar only with 0.9 of a second between him, locking up there a little bit with another back marker in the way. If we have a look at the gearbox view, that Williams stalking him from behind with over a second now of difference between the two drivers. It's like DRS, you can just see that time drop and drop and drop when they go down the straight. Was a little bit far.
Well, there are no protests. We would rather you race correctly.
around roads, warning drivers to focus on actually racing rather than skipping chicanes and causing incidents. Tovar into 5th position now with, I'm not sure who, somebody has Ash Dainty and Sprengler both down in 8th and 7th, so something had to happen there with Craig Cameron leading the race with a 6-second lead. Tovar setting a faster lap time than Jonathan Levy, so, but with Craig Cameron setting a 46.091. Currently our fastest lap of the race is a 46.42. Sorry, no, it would be Craig's. Sorry, it is Craig's 46.09. I apologise. Just checking the timings. Yep, that is the fastest lap of the race there by Craig Cameron. With 25 laps in, with 10 minutes remaining, all could change. Luke Saunders looking for a move on Nate Jordan. With that draft, can he catch up to 10th behind? Luke Saunders braking early though, not wanting to punt Nate. Going wide though, having to avoid Nate through turn 1 into turn 2 as they sweep to the left. Nate Jordan sweeping too hard to the left and entering the barrier. Unfortunate there for the driver. Luke Saunders now over.
James, I am so sorry. You were like 3 seconds back. I didn't even see you.
Interesting enough, at this point we are last driver who is still driving is Jamie Dawson. I think. Oh no, is it Jamie Dawson? Oh, it's Chi Kuba. And Chi Kuba is in 19th position. So we have 19 drivers still going in this war of attrition. Chi Kuba 8 minutes down on the lead currently. Chi Kuba probably having a little bit of a hard time going into the chicane very slowly. David Tovar into the pits, not looking like damage. We did have a fuel cap, so it's good to see the fuel cap was working. Was he 2 or 3 stop race? I have no idea how many stops because I was crashed out. Well, I crashed out. James Andrew now leading the race though over Craig Cameron due to pit stops. I would show the pit lane graphic, but it will just be pit. I do apologise for speaking a little bit quick today. I'm just very excitable, as you get sometimes. James Andrew losing about half a second there to Craig Cameron, rocking that iRacing default livery. You are welcome, and he goes into the pit, so that should be Craig Cameron taking over the lead of the race again. You are welcome to join this league. If you search up Simparty Racing, click on the Free Car Cup tab and join us, or search on Reddit. We post links out all the time, so if you want to join us, check out Reddit, and easy goes. Craig Cameron goes round Josh Levy in P7. So now Josh Levy being a second down from the lead, and a lap down from the lead. Craig Cameron passing Matthew Green, and Josh Levy passing Matthew Green. Roderick Eskew pressing James Andrew. James Andrew being able to get out of the pits just ahead of Roderick Eskew. Would have been interesting if Roderick got in front, because we know James is the fastest driver of the session. Or, well, qualifying he was the fastest driver, so it'd be interesting to see if he could cause some issues there with Rod. Going a little bit deep there. James Andrew absolutely flying out of that corner, getting that wide line to get that extra speed. It is a crazy difference in speed when you get that wide line. Roderick Eskew slowly closing him down with that draft. And we'll close off the battle box for a second, and we'll have a look of what it looks like to be, well, be one of the drivers. We'll look at what speed they do. Let's try and show the dashboard. So 150, 120 miles an hour for Rod as he comes into the chicane. 145 miles an hour as they come into the chicane, as they head up the hill onto this full straight. Roderick Eskew hitting a top speed of 148 miles an hour there into second gear through the chicane, into first gear for the exit. See what kind of speed he can get down the hill. to 150 miles an hour, 160 miles an hour as he lifts. I think Roderick at this point was focusing on actually saving fuel and making it a shorter race because I think he was going to run out. So let's have a look what Craig Cameron is doing on this lap. We'll go into a cockpit view as he comes into the second chicane, as he turns into first gear a lot earlier than Roderick Eskew was. So going as wide as he can as he turns in. Coming out, is he 150 miles an hour, 161 miles an hour, 165, 170 miles an hour, 174 being the maximum speed there. We'll have a quick pop on the top speed charts. Top speed we can see on the left hand side with Craig Cameron reaching the highest speed probably in the draft of 181 miles an hour. Shout out to Matthew Green with a high top speed of 160. I'm not sure what's going on there. Don't know if that's a false reading. Maybe I was just slow. Rafael Montero pressing Matthew Green here, going around the outside. Well, going on the inside, sorry. Going into the first corner, Matthew Green letting him through, but coming nice and tight on the inside. Just trying to keep that draft. The will struggle though behind a car as you go through these corners. A little bit of understeer. As we come into the chicane, little lock up there on the right rear of Rafael. Will hide the top speed, but let's have a quick look at the driver's licenses. Interesting range today with a lot of A licenses at the top and a lot of C and D licenses at the bottom of the grid. Matthew Green getting sideways onto the curb there as we come as a back marker on that right hand side. Is that black marker going to block off Matthew Green? In fact, as we come into and into the second chicane, turning in, Matthew Green behind Rafael. In a bit too much curb there. If you get the curb on that right hand side, it means you just can't put the power down, otherwise you do spin. There is a car in the way. Matthew Green cuts the chicane. He will get a slowdown for that, just didn't want to get that damage. Following Rafael as Matthew Green goes into the chicane, 140 miles an hour. A bit slower than Roderick. Got a bit of a slide on there, another slowdown. As we turn in very early there, that turn in probably going to take a little bit more speed. 150 miles an hour, 160 miles an hour, 163, 165, 170 miles an hour as we enter turn one. A little bit similar speed to some of the other guys, so maybe that value was wrong. Brad Hutchinson though, Ash Dainty chasing Simon just as they come out of the final turn. Ash will have the slipstream coming into the final turn and gets the overtake done. Brilliant move by Ash Dainty. Just hearing Nate Jordan has crashed.
Thanks, mate.
Ash Dainty. Oh, Jonathan Harvey there, losing a position to Schmidt. Not sure what happened there. Jonathan Harvey making a mistake. Losing over 2 seconds to Schmidt, so it probably was a spin of some kind. Ash Dainty pressing Josh Levy. Ash Dainty here, right up behind Josh. Where will he get the move done on Josh?
Vincent, move.
He will have a bit of speed here because of the draft. Will he get a move? No, he doesn't. He backs out. Ash Dainty should get the move here. He has a better exit here with Josh letting him through. So Ash Dainty into P5. Our world champion and 2-time champion of the Free Car Cup. Unfortunately, he has had a torrid time this season. putting him right down out of the equation at the moment, with it looking like Craig Cameron to win the championship with 3 rounds to go. Steinty flying into the final turn, and we'll have a quick look at the pit stops. So our current pit stop record is Judith with 6 pit stops. That is an achievement. We'll go pass out the most pit stops in a race award to Judith. We have 5 pit stops for Cooper, 4 for Nate, 6 for Luke actually. Luke and Judith can share that award. Luke, not sure what you're doing, busy spinning around. I probably took you out twice in the race, so it's fair. John Honecker getting overtaken by Matthew Green. Not sure what happened there. Oh, John Honecker has been killed for the 2nd time, or 3rd time, or maybe even 4th time, with him only having to make 3 stops so far, including this. The race being over with Craig Cameron, apologies, making the most of this and winning the race with James Andrew in P2. Might as well just quickly hide all of that. James Andrew P2, Vincent Sprengler in P3, still going around the track. He's that far down. Roger Kescu P4, Ash Dainty P5, Jonathan Levy P6, Simon Chester P7, Brad Hutchison P8, P9 for David Tovar, P10 for Rafael Montero, Matthew Green P11, finishing now as he crosses the line, nearly killing Sprengler. And I hear an accident. Seems to be a dead car in a wall. John Honecker still going round, just getting an extra lap in P12. We have Rico Schmidt, P13, Jonathan Harvey, P14, Luke Saunders, P15, Ryan Rhodes, P16, Jordan Hoyle, P17, Nate Jordan, P18, Kuba, P19, Jamie Dawson, P20, Judith Cooper, 21, Matt Z, 22, Jason Hayes, 23, Bauer, 24, Klomp, 25, Ismail Basso didn't start, 26, Noah Davies didn't start, 27, Bjorn Durand, P28, did not start. And quick just show on the list, we'll just show that on your screen just so you can see. One moment, I apologise. We'll show that on your screen. There's your winner, Craig Cameron, winning the race. Another win for him. He now takes a 10-point lead. That is the 10-point lead I was talking about in the championship. Roger Kescu in 2nd place, gaining a decent 6 points there for Roderick. Good with all the new drivers in. Remember, only 10 drivers in the league gain points. With this turnout, if we get this amount of drivers next season, we'll be increasing the points that will be available to drivers. With instead of 10 drivers getting points, we're going to increase it up to 15 drivers will be getting points. So we'll hopefully see that increase in membership after today, with 28 drivers turning up. Absolutely brilliant, and I'd like to thank all the drivers who did turn up today and did put their bodies on the line with that race, because I can tell you a few people are going to have a few sore arms after that, because that was knackering. I've been your host, Matthew Green. This has been the Free Car Cup, round 5 at Lime Rock. Have a wonderful day, and goodbye.